piece of typewriter that looked something like this one. That was my first data processing device. I'm an old guy. Right? So now I want to talk a little bit about what the competition is. So what's our competition? Anybody have any more ideas about who our competition might be? We're in the information business. Who's our competition? What we do? Or maybe even our collaborators. It's usually the same thing. Comments, suggestions? I'm going to ask you.
Particularly most media, the big media companies, satellite.
Right. So they're our competition. Are they a competition in terms of information flow? Or a competition in terms of fighting control over who does what over the phone?
They're trying to control the phone.
They're trying to control the phone. Okay. So we're trying to control the phone. I'm gonna make a little bit of a claim here that our whole phone business, we're in the information flow business. I mean, this is the old style button stuff. And people came along and said something interesting. What they said was, you know, I push this button here, which is, or that's the Y, okay? I push this button here, and mechanical linkages move the thing and strike the paper. Fixed. And that's the whole paradigm of buttons. And I want to point out some of the competition we're going to come into in the information business, because we're in the voice information business for the most. Well, is everybody here in the voice information business? Maybe we should ask that question, because I know I am. Anybody here in the text information business? Yes. Okay. Anybody here in the instant messaging, which is another form of text? Okay. Yeah. Is there any business you're not in? Oh, multimedia?
One in that one.
Okay. Not in that one. Okay. People came along and said, here's our competition. Our competition is, we're saying voice is the thing, and yet our machines that we live on, which are these machines, are becoming more and more button-oriented. So, until now, we've had it easy. In the speech recognition world, where I come from, we've had it easy, because we were fighting against touch tones. It's a heck of a lot easier to pick up the phone and say, I want to fly from New York to Chicago, than it is to say, press 1 for Chicago, press 2 for New York, you know, or I want to fly to Cartis. So we had it easy in the speech business, but now we're getting in trouble. And let me show you what some of the trouble is coming from. This is the competition of both sides. Great. So here's the button world. The button world, people came along and said, I'm going to break the connection between the button and what the button does. So here's like one level of this. This is something called NeoKeys. I think they're actually out in Chicago. Anybody see one of these? Because I haven't seen one of these in a while yet. What NeoKeys does is something really interesting. Here's the buttons. This is LCD. So what these buttons do, like call control, dial, SMS, text, call waiting, and all that stuff, all these legends change dynamically depending on what you're doing. So if you're texting, that changes to alpha. If you're SMS messaging, if you're retrieving your voicemail, all these messages can change. So instead of saying 4, 5, 6, it'll say something like next message, previous message, replay, delete. Okay? They've broken the connection between what the keys do and what's the key and the legends on the keys. In other words, you push the keys in the same place all the time. Right? What does the iPhone do? Anybody can give me a guess what an iPhone does? Because I don't even have a picture of it.
Makes people wait in line.
Makes people wait in line. Good. Very good. The iPhone breaks the connection between where the button is on your screen and the mechanical objects. Now the button can be anywhere. The whole surface of the iPhone becomes a button, and the location of where you press on the phone can change on a per application basis. So we're seeing some really interesting revolutionary changes in what buttons